Surprise, Arizona father and his two children are dead after an apparent murder suicide. This is a perfect example of family court needing to take things seriously and mental illness as well. 34-year-old Brock Mader and his 7-year-old son and his 6-year-old daughter were found deceased after police performed a welfare check. This was at the request of Brock's estranged wife on Monday. His estranged wife became worried after the kids' school called to report an unexcused absent. This was after their visit with their father over the weekend. He was supposed to take them to school. She told authorities she couldn't reach Brock when she tried to call him, and she got no response after she knocked on the door at his residence multiple times. When she saw that his vehicle was still at his residence, she called police and they arrived at around 12:30 p.m. They attempted multiple knocks, announcements, and telephone calls, but they didn't get a response from anyone in the home. When officers entered the residence, both the children and Brock were found deceased. All three had GSWs to the head and an apparent murder suicide. Officers found a rifle that was laid across Brock's lap. Reportedly, neighbors heard loud noises and what they thought might be fireworks, and that caused them to come outside and investigate. Since they didn't see anything odd or suspicious, they went back inside their homes. But it was said they kept hearing those noises, and that's the time they believe the incident took place, and that would have been Sunday night. It was said that Brock had been undergoing treatment for mental health. Police said that while Brock and his estranged wife had been separated, he had been actively going and actively receiving mental health treatment. And the treatment was supposed to be going well. When police were asked if they had responded to any crisis situations in the past with Brock, they said they had in October of last year. And listen to what happened. Reportedly after this incident, Brock was transported for mental health treatment. Also read that around this time his estranged wife, had filed for an order of protection against him because he had allegedly been abusive to her and was threatening to kill himself after she asked for a divorce. In the petition, she also stated that he owned guns and that she wanted to make it where he could not own any firearms. Now listen to this. A week after that filing, he allegedly took the kids out of school and took them to a hotel room without their mother knowing. He then called police and told them that he was both homicidal and suicidal, and that he was having thoughts of harming himself and the kids, and that he feared for them. This was the crisis that cops were talking about from October of last year. The wife also said he had been speaking of demons and cults and was highly agitated and had been acting fearful. A mental breakdown that he had him thinking that his wife and the church were under Satan's control, allegedly. Court records show that the wife asked that the order of protection be dismissed on May 1st, so not long ago, and that the divorce was close to being final. Reportedly, Brock does not have a criminal history. The only history with cops is the fact that they perform welfare checks, mostly for mental health. Y'all, this is so sad, and I say this all the time. Mental health is so important. It is to be taken seriously. The sad thing about this is he was indeed getting treatment, and it was said it was going well, but after that first threat that he did at that hotel, I just don't know that I would have allowed the kids to go back with him unless it was supervised visitation. I will also never understand why parents have to take the lives of their kids unless it's to get back at the other parent, but that's just terrible. The kids did nothing. Prayers go out to all of their family and friends. I really can't even imagine this pain.